What if I told you that Brazil once had chocolate barons so rich they turned a quiet corner of Bahia into a tropical Versailles, only to see it all collapse in a single generation? This is the forgotten story of Brazil's cacao empire, how cocoa built fortunes, ruled politics, and then vanished under the attack of a tiny fungus. In the late 19th century, southern Bahia, places like Ilhéus and Itabuna, were frontier zones, covered in Atlantic rainforest and far from Brazil's political centers. Cacao trees, originally from the Amazon and long used by indigenous peoples, thrived here under the forest canopy. As global demand for chocolate exploded, Brazilian cacao exports surged, turning this once remote region into one of the most important cocoa suppliers on Earth. Cacao was called black gold, and landowners who controlled the best soils and river routes became known as coronéis do cacau, cocoa kernels. They built grand fazendas with big houses, private chapels, and drying yards, often financed by British and European credit. In Ilhéus, mansions, clubs, and theaters appeared, and a small elite decided who got loans, jobs, and even who could vote. Behind the glamour was a harsh social structure. Large estates, indebted small farmers, and rural workers tied to one powerful patron. Local politics were dominated by these cocoa kernels, who traded votes and favors with national parties in Rio and later Brasilia. The forests were cut back for new plantations, but the wealth remained highly concentrated in a few families. From the mid-20th century, Brazil's dominance slipped as new producers in West Africa planted huge areas of cacao at lower cost. Price swings hit indebted farmers hard, and some estates modernized while others fell behind, leaving workers and smallholders exposed. Still, many barons believed cacao would always come back, and the old mansions of Ilhéus kept hosting parties as if nothing had changed. In the late 1980s, disaster struck. The witch's broom fungus spread through Bahia's cacao region, deforming branches and slashing yields by more than half. Production crashed, thousands of jobs vanished, and many traditional families lost their lands or fell deep into debt. For a region built almost entirely on one crop, it felt like the end of the world. Today, Bahia's cacao country is reinventing itself with shade-grown cabruca systems, tourism on old cocoa farms, and craft chocolate made directly in Brazil. Some descendants of the old barons have shifted into politics, business, and media, while their former estates become hotels or museums. But the story of the cacao empire, its rise, its collapse, and the inequality it left behind, still shapes who has power in this part of Brazil. If you'd like to keep exploring how coffee, cacao, and other crops created Brazil's old money elite, subscribe to Old Money Brazil and share this episode with a friend who loves history.